So the window was really massive. I'm not exaggerating, but that window was really massive. Okay, so the bed sheet that was on the window was not even big enough to cover the window. So maybe like on the side here, you could kind of see through to the room. And I was like, I know. Just thinking to myself now, I'm like, I know I didn't see no damn clothes on the floor. I know I didn't. Yeah. So then there's something else that I noticed on the rail, like the curtain rail through the window. In fact, at this point, I wanted to go home, eh? I don't know. I wanted to go home. But I was like, be nice, be polite. You like this person, okay? You know, we go around the corner, and as we come to the door, I see there's like pots outside. Clearly dirty pots before you get in the house. So I noticed the pots and I'm like, if this is not my cue to leave, I don't know. Cool, I still decide to go in. And as we walk in, like on your left, immediately when you walk in, there's like a kitchen area here. And there's like a sink, a stove, whatever it is. But then I'm drawn to, like my attention is drawn to dishes everywhere in the kitchen area. Thinking about it now, I'm actually insulted. Like, how dare you invite someone and a chick that you like, mind you, to your house and it looks like that? So, I just, at this point, I'm just not. And I'm just like, I just want to go home. But I can't because I just don't want to be that person because I like this person. Do you know what I mean? Then I look in front, and that's most now like the bedroom area, blah blah blah. It was a very big room, mind you, but he had like a lot of stuff in the room, so it actually looked like the room was small, but it wasn't, you know. But anyway, so then I notice clothes on the floor, and then as I'm actually walking into the room, like a smell, like this really strong scent just hits me. And I'm like, oh my God, what is that? So then I noticed like shoes on the floor, like he was a sneakerhead, right? So he had like sneakers on this side and there were like literally sneakers everywhere. And then his bed is there and then there's just clothes everywhere, like on the bed, the sheets, I am not exaggerating. So when I saw this article about pet peeves, I was like, I'm very OCD. So when I pull up in a space of a man, of a guy or dude or whatever that I like and it looks like that, that is a big pet peeve for me. That is a big turn off for me, right? So then I noticed the clothes everywhere, like the shoes, and then I noticed his wardrobe and they just clothes hanging from like every drawer. It's everywhere. It's just clothes. And I'm like, Mara, I was confused. Because I was like, I have been around you so many times. You are such a clean, very clean, smells good all the time, well put together. How is this your room? Okay, fine. I think the only thing that probably comforted me in that moment was the fact that he was playing country music, right? So he was a big fan of country music, and I mean, I love country music as well, but I didn't have his collection, right? So I know that he always used to rave about, you know, I have this collection of country music, let me teach you something new, you know what I mean? So he definitely taught me a lot about country music, introduced me to a different sound. And that was really, really nice, you know. So he was like, oh, by the way, I'm playing this album. Do you know this guy? Whoa, and stuff like that. And I was like, no, not familiar with them. So yeah, then we quickly started talking about that, right? She was like, no, I need to give you this music and stuff. You'll really enjoy it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, do that. But my mind is still on what's happening here because I'm just like, why? at this point, that was not even the worst part of it all. Like what I just saw and what I just walked into was not even the worst part of it all. Then I was like, man, there's like a smell. There's just something funky in this room. Like there's just a smell that's just driving me nuts. Now I'm thinking to myself, is it the dishes that are everywhere? Is there something that was left in the pot and it hasn't been cleaned in days and now it's just like smelling everywhere? What is going on? It was so bad. Oh my God. It was so bad. And I really liked him. I really, really liked this guy. And I really liked how slow and patient and thoughtful he was. I really liked this guy. Like, how could Michael let me down like this, yo? It was bad. But yes, so then I turn around, right? So now I see the bed sheet on the window, right? That window was so massive you couldn't miss it. And then on top of the rail, like I said, I noticed that he hangs then I noticed that he hangs his underwear on the rail of the curtain. Child, now I wish I had a drink because I need to sip on something. And then I was like, that's where the smell is coming from. Like for me personally, that's a big turn off. Because even in my own house, I don't hang my underwear in the bathroom. I don't. Everything goes outside. Because I don't like when you take a shower, then you have your wet underwear in the bathroom, and then you close the door for a few hours or whatever it is, and then when you open it, it's just that, I don't like it at all. Now imagine, obviously maybe he didn't have space. I understand, right? Maybe he didn't have space or whatever it is to hang it, but those are the type of things that you hang out during the day, or even if it's just like at night when no one would actually really see it, and then you kind of take it down in the morning. But you don't hang it in the room, especially when you know that the girl that you like or that you've been talking or that likes you, whatever it is coming over. Like, you don't do that. Like, how? But I like how? So I was just thinking to myself that if I have someone over, I clean up. But it's hardly ever a time that you would come to my house, even unannounced, and you would not find things in its place in my house, okay? But anyway, so this guy that I really liked, that really liked me, we liked each other, he invites me to his house, and it's a disgusting mess. You remember my sister, my friend, was like, no, babe, if you need anything, just call me up, I'll come get you. At that point, I was just like, I gotta go home. Like, I'm not calling her. She's gonna take a while to get here. I need to leave, So now I'm uncomfortable. I mean, he's like, can I offer you something to drink? And I'm like, no. And luckily, I was coming from dinner with my friend, and I also had a cool drink in my hand. So I was like, no, it's fine. I'm good. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, yeah, no. Started talking about other things or whatever. I'm not sitting at the edge of his bed. And I am so uncomfortable. I'm like, I need to get out of here. Now, mind you, this is someone that I like. This is someone whose company I've really, really been enjoying. And, in my mind, I'm just like, this could actually really go somewhere. Do you know what I mean? No, definitely not. Because whatever it is that I felt for this person literally went out the door. And I sometimes hate that about myself, because I'm the type of person that can like you so quickly and really, really like you, but then I can also easily get turned off. And once I get turned off, unfortunately, there's just no coming back from it, So he's now, trying to converse with me. He was talking about so many things all at the same time. This happened. Oh, I got a promotion at work. Even at that point, like, I heard what he said, but I was just like, dude, I need to get out of here, So then I get on my phone and he's talking to me and I'm just texting and stuff. And then I remember him looking at me. He's like, are you on BBM again? 111 and stuff like that. Because at the time we had BBM. So he's like, no, man, you came over, give me attention and stuff. And then he still goes, oh, you sure you don't want me to whip you something to eat? I was like, no. I just came from dinner. I'm fine, But it was really, really bad, you know. So, oh, that was, he really let me down. Not that I was even expecting to come in his space for anything to happen or anything like that, but just, I was expecting his space to just be a little bit more inviting, you know. So then I quickly made up a story that something with my mom, whatever it is, but I made up a story and I was like, I really, really have to go home. And he was so sad and disappointed about it. He's like, wait, but you just got here, whatever. And I was like, yeah, no, my mom, I don't know, like, you know, she keeps texting me and calling me and stuff. I probably just need to go home. I don't know what's going on, blah, 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 and stuff like that. I'll come over tomorrow and stuff. He's like, okay, well, I'm working tomorrow. So I'm like, I'll come another time. In my head, I'm just like, boo, I like you, but you'll probably never hear from me again, okay? So that happened, right? So I went home. He went to go get me a cab, blah, blah, blah. I went home, you know? So then when I get home, this person is texting me, did you get home safely? Are you okay? Blah, 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 and stuff. Dude, I don't even know what to say to him. I'm just thinking about everything that I just saw in that room, and I'm just thinking, trying to figure out actually, like how he was the type of person that even went to the salon. He was like a metrosexual person, so he went to the salon to actually get his nails done, cleaned and all of those things. That's how he was. So how do I say this, like he was really, really all about his appearance and looking good and looking clean. And then I walk into that, I was like, yo, I felt like I was being punked, like honestly. But anyway, so I get home and he was now texting me crazy. Did you get home safely? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not replying. And then I think just before I slept, I was like, yeah, I'm safely home. Good night. And then he was like, are you okay? You seemed a little bit upset earlier on, blah, blah, blah. I didn't reply to him. And then the Monday, obviously back to class, right? And then he comes and he's hugging me. He's like, I've been looking for you. Is your mom okay? Blah, 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 and stuff and stuff. At this point, I don't even want him to hug me. I'm just like, no. But yeah, maybe it was a little bit harsh, but I was just so disappointed, you know. But then eventually, obviously, we just drifted apart. Yeah, we drifted apart, and we at one point were also not really talking to one another. Like I think it was one of those, like if we didn't have anything school related to do together, we just didn't have anything to talk about. Do you know what I mean? And I don't necessarily think that there was any beef between us, but I was just like, boo, no, just no, okay. But then like a few years, maybe like a year or two, maybe 3, I saw him on my Facebook. You know how it is, like people use different names on social media, so you wouldn't really know who the account belongs to. So I saw that he actually has a girlfriend, he has a baby boy and stuff like that, and he just seemed very, very happy, you know. So I remember one time he inboxed me on Facebook and he was like, hi, how have you been? I hope you're good. I see that, you know, you're doing good with the radio thing and stuff. I've always known that was always your thing, blah, 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 and stuff, you know. So him and the girlfriend broke up, right? So he was like, no, I would like to take you out to dinner, right? Like, no expectations whatsoever it is. I just really need someone to talk to, right? So I was like, okay. I'm like, I want seafood, right? He's like, no problem, let's just go. So we went to the restaurant in Maroon Mall. Is it the one next to where the, like now I think Panarottis is upstairs and it's downstairs. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. But yeah, that restaurant. So we went there. It was a very, very nice time, you know. He's always been someone whose company I enjoyed, so that was a really nice night. And yeah. Then he's like, no, I have a flat now. I bought a flat where and stuff. Let me go show you the place and stuff, you know. At this point, I'm like, no, I am not going to your space because the way you let me down. He's like, no, my sisters are home. You know, I really just want to show you the place because, you know, like he actually like bought the flat. So I think it was something that he was really, really proud of and stuff. So we drive and we went to go see the flat and it was clean. It was clean and everything was in its place. And then I also assumed that you live with your sisters. So obviously, you know, but still. That was a story of how a guy I really liked, someone that I really, really saw myself with, just honestly disappointed me, you know. We haven't spoken in years. I'm pretty sure he's, you know, doing good wherever he is. But I would actually love to know from you, what are some of the pet peeves that actually just turn you off completely, like, you know, from someone that you like, or whatever it is, you know. Or it could be something that your friend even does, you know, and you're just like, yo, there's just no coming back from this, like, what the hell is going on here, right? So let me know in the comment section what your what are some of your pet peeves. What some of your pet peeves are. Woo! English. Guys, it's past close of business, so my English is just not with me right now. I don't know where it is, but it's just not with me right now. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to try my best to share more story times on the channel. But yeah, thank you for watching. But yes, from Shekwan to you, it is Uzozu Moya.